Ada kawan saya tanya mengenai dengan video yang saya buat ni, kronologi kes Saman Fitnah ini, ada apa-apa backfire tak terhadap saya? Jawapannya ialah ada. Saya terima satu warning letter daripada kuliah, daripada dekan iaitu Profesor Dr. Ainul Maziah, warning kepada saya, dan suratnya berbunyi seperti ini. Warning letter yang bertajuk Publication of Disrespectful and Punishing Content on the Internet and Social Media Involving KOED and IIUM. Dalamnya menyebut, it has come to the knowledge of the Kulliyyah and the University that you have published a series of content on the Internet and social media that the Kulliyyah and University found to be disrespectful of the academic members of the Kulliyyah of Education and tarnishing the image of university. The Kulliyyah and University also found that the distorted information published on Malaysia Deadline and YouTube series has degraded and tarnished the credibility and good name of the Kulliyyah of Education and IIUM. Thus, we have found your action to be a violation of the IIUM Code of Ethics, specifically in respect to article as attached. As you well know, as an IIUM student, you are expected to observe the Code of Ethics with respect to high moral standards in compliance with IIUM's core values, which include adab. Consequently, this letter is sent as a stern warning to you to stop all your demeaning acts with immediate effect. The Kulliyyah does not tolerate any deviation of the IIUM Code of Ethics that compromises the credibility and good name of the Kulliyyah's academic staff members, nor does it condone any act that disrupts the peace and well-being of KOED and the larger IIUM community. Should you be found to continue with your activities, the Kulliyyah will not hesitate to report you to the university's higher authority for a stern action to be taken against you. We urge you not to take this warning lightly. May Allah guide you to develop into an individual who will contribute to rahmatan lil alamin. Amin. Wassalam. The letter was issued to Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, Deputy Dean Postgraduate, Head Department of Social Foundation and Educational Leadership. Itu adalah surat daripada kuliah, dan pada hari yang sama saya membalas surat tersebut, dan surat saya berbunyi seperti ini. For the issue of disrespectful, my videos posted on the YouTube have no intention to insult or to be rude, but to answer many questions from friends who follow the updates and developments of this case. What I say in the videos are based on my understanding, without any unnecessary addition, while for the comment at the end of the video concerning my disappointment could be seen as my view about this case. Myself, being a witness and a student, have the rights to voice out about things that I personally witnessed and heard. Next, the issue of distorted information. I did not agree with the allegation that I had distorted information in any video that I am involved in. In addition, I am not responsible for any publication in the article of Malaysia Deadline. I have never been paid to uphold the quality or information in Malaysia Deadline. What happened while I was interviewed, reporter come and introduced himself as Amni Jagat and asked for my comments as a witness in Associate Professor Dr. Afari's case. I gave a background of my involvement concerning the recording of a conversation with Associate Professor Dr. Johdi, and made comments at the end of the conversation about how I felt it was strange when I found out that a few defendants were elected for the post of administration for KOED. This is my concern and the concerns of my classmates when discussing the matter. Malaysia Deadline did not publish what I said about the recording involving Associate Professor Dr. Johdi and myself, but only published my comment about the administration of KOED. I have no authority nor control over what journalists post, but I am responsible over my comments about KOED's administration, which I see necessary because it is an honest concern. The letter sent to me, which was signed by yourself, Prof. Dr. Ainul, proves my concern. If defendants were elected for an administration position in KOED, obviously the comments concerning Associate Professor Dr. Afari's case or any comments of any case involving Prof. Ainul are seen as personal attacks while they are not. And with the position as the Dean, Prof. Dr. Ainul could issue a formal warning letter to any parties that gives out comment like myself, while in the Code of Ethics for Academic Staff Rule 6.14 says threatening and intimidating students. Am I being taken action upon because of my comments, while the High Court had found Prof. Dr. Ainul and other defendants of defaming in Associate Prof. Dr. Afari's case? Reply for degraded and tarnished credibility and good name is that I say based on facts that I understood throughout the trial. If it is true that it degrades the good name and credibility of KOED and IIUM, this is because the issue had not been handled or resolved wisely and efficiently in KOED. My intention of producing the videos as a form to remind KOED administration to take lesson from what had happened. If action are taken on me for being courageous in commenting, this just goes to show that the administration did not learn any lesson. For the violation of IIUM Code of Ethics, UIA cannot suppress the rights to voice out by students by forcing students' mouths shut from making any comments concerning the issue that we feel are unjust. I respect the rules of university, but can the Code of Ethics limit the freedom of speech of students like myself? Next one, high moral standard. It is awkward and ironic for KOED to insist that I use ethical standard when KOED itself does not adhere to this standard. I made statements and comments based on my comprehension. I did not have an intimate relationship with someone's wife. I did not defame anyone. I think I still uphold my ethics while the student who committed a bigger violation had been ignored and let go of. KOED doesn't tolerate any deviation of IIUM Code of Ethics. KOED itself is the same body that tolerates the act of fornication between a student part-time lecturer Puan Trayak and a married lady student Puan S. While under the Code of Ethics for Academic Staff, Rule 6.3 mentioned engaging in a relationship with student or colleagues of the opposite or same gender which goes against the norm of religious decency and custom. Why only now a higher standard is put upon myself for an allegation that is far less serious? Anyway, during the trial in court, I must have heard the testimony of Prof. Dr. Ainul knowing about the close personal relationship between Associate Prof. Dr. Tunku Badariah and Puan Trayak, but did not reprimand them on this relationship. But under the regulations and rules of IIUM, supervisors cannot have any close personal relationship with their supervisees. Why am I being chastised and given a formal warning, while what I did only issue comments about things that really happened? I really feel this formal warning is not fair for myself and hope this matter goes to the attention of and proceeds to the Office of Legal Advisor, so I am given the opportunity to voice my opinion on this unfair allegation. Wassalam.
Itu adalah surat balasan saya, dan surat ini saya sisihkan kepada pihak atasan UIA dan juga Office Perundangan.